Hi, Kyle Solero, one of the attorneys at BurnettDriskill here. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about consultative exams, CEs. These are things that are ordered by Social Security throughout the disability claims process. You might have got a notice recently saying that Social Security wants you to go to this location on this particular date and time to go be examined by someone that you don't know and you're not going to be comfortable in front of. Unfortunately, these are a really important part of the disability claims process. You definitely want to make sure that you return that notice, checking off that you'll be there on that date and time, or let them know if you can't so they can reschedule it. You're going to find that once you get there, you'll probably sit around in a waiting room for a little while. You might get checked in. Eventually, you'll end up in front of a doctor, usually a physician, although if it's a claim involving mental health impairments, it might be a psychologist instead. They're going to perform some kind of exam. For physical claims, they'll want strength, range of motion, reflexes, that kind of thing. And for mental health claims, they'll do a mini mental status exam, maybe some other exams, ask you if you can remember who the last 4 presidents were, or if you found a letter on the ground that had a stamp and address on it, what you would do with it. So they order these exams because they feel like the evidence in a claim is inconclusive. So a lot of times your own treating physician or treating psychologist isn't really making opinions or giving opinions about how limited you are, how long you can sit or stand, or how much you can push or pull or be around the public. So they hire these doctors or physicians to make those opinions instead. Now, what we've noticed is sometimes the reports in these consultative exams can appear to be canned or very similar. Say, for example, that every report mentions that claimants are buttoning and unbuttoning a shirt, or that they are always undressing and dressing in front of the physician examiner. You have a right to know what's in your report later on, and if it doesn't match up with what actually happened, you and your attorney should definitely know that. So if you can, have someone come with you, take some notes, maybe get an idea about how long you were there, how long the actual exam with the doctor took, what your recollection of it was. Store that somewhere, keep it for later on, because if it turns out the report is not accurate, you definitely want that to be known. If you have any other questions or concerns about this, feel free always to call, text, or email us. In another video, we'll probably talk a little bit more about how you can best voice your complaints to your own treating physicians so that maybe you don't have to go to a consultative exam.